right, welcome to lesson 1, video 3. And in video 3, we're still designing our Facebook page. By now, you should have your profile photo set up, your cover photo with a call to action set up, and your button mirroring that call to action. So now we want to kind of go behind the scenes and set up our settings. So let's hop into settings. For general, you can kind of leave things as is. They're usually set up pretty well. You can turn on the profanity filter if you want to, but for the most part, you're just going to leave these settings as is. Messaging. Now, what I really like to do is under message settings, they have something called Response Assistant. And I really like to set up the Response Assistant because it accomplishes two things. It gets me in front of my customer really quickly if they message me. So my response time is almost automatic. And it also just kind of adds a personal touch to your messaging because instead of just sitting there waiting for you to respond, if you're in a meeting or something where you can't get to them right away, it gives them kind of a personalized message of like, hi, I appreciate you reaching out. I am responsive. I do monitor my Facebook and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So I usually set it up as, yes, first of all, you want to turn it on. So make sure it's on and then click change and you can set it up however you want. So for my instant reply, I say hi and then the person's name. And the way you add that is you type hi and then make a space, add personalization. And you can do your email, Facebook page URL, you can do anything, but I always just do the person's first name. So then it says, hi Claire, thanks for messaging me. I try to be as responsive as possible. I'll get back to you soon. And you can type whatever you want, just some kind of lingo that lets them know you do manage your Facebook page and you'll get back to them as soon as possible. This is really important because a lot of businesses don't actively manage their Facebook pages or they ignore their messages. So this lets your client know right away that you are going to see that and you are going to get back to them. It's like a voicemail for your Facebook page. So don't forget to hit save, and then that will set up all the rest of these as well. So that's that. The next thing you want to do is edit page. And you want to work on your tabs. So for tabs, I usually put reviews first. If you have really good reviews, that's the first thing you want people to see because it's going to have a really strong impact on whether or not they want to work with you. Because I do a lot of video trainings, I have videos and live videos next. If you're going to be doing a lot of video content, then you probably want those first. If you're not, then you probably want to drag posts up to be first. So it depends on how you're using your Facebook page and what kind of content you're creating. For me, I create a lot of videos, so that's what I have first. About photos, I have groups because I do have a group attached to my Facebook page, community and events. So depending on what your business is, like for example, if you're a real estate agent and you are listing your open houses as events, which if you aren't, you should be, then you might want to have events, up here because that's really what you want people to do. You want them to come to your open houses. So, kind of use your judgment in that, but make sure that you're organizing it in a way that is how you want people interacting with your Facebook page. What's the number one thing you want them to do when they come to your Facebook page? Is it to watch your videos? Is it to see your posts? Is it to look at your photos? Is it to go to your events? Whatever the first thing is that you want them to do, that's what you should put first. You can also add tabs down here. So if you click add tab, they have all kinds of other stuff. Like services, if you're a service-based business like roofing, auto repair, plumbing, anything like that, then you should put services first and highlight all your services because that's probably the number one thing you want people to do is book your service. So make sure you get that set up and set it up with intention because that really will help drive the right kind of traffic and it will tell people where to go on your Facebook page. Now, I want to just make a quick note in this training. Anyone who's trained with me before, if I used to train to set up your preferred page audience, which basically would tell you how to reach your target market with Facebook. So let's say you work only with people in one town, you can set that up. Those settings have been removed. That was an update that was done about a month ago. So if I previously had trained you on that, just bear in mind that those are no longer an option. So I won't be training that here for that reason, but just know that it did exist at one point and it has been removed in an update. If Facebook brings it back, which there's rumors that they might, then I'll update this training to reflect that. But for now, leave it. The other thing I wanted to touch on is if you are hiring a social media manager or you are going to have someone else working with you on your Facebook page, then you will go to page roles. And that's where you can add people. So you'll just type their name or email and you can add them as an administrator. You can add them as an advertiser. You can add them as an editor. Just keep in mind that I would not add people as an admin to your page unless they absolutely need to be. If someone's just posting for you, they only need to be added as an editor. If someone's doing Facebook ads for you, add them as an advertiser. But just use your judgment, because when you add them as an admin, they can remove you. And I've actually had clients who, ended up losing their Facebook pages and had to start from scratch. So just be careful when assigning page roles and make sure you're assigning the appropriate job. All right, so that's it for settings and getting set up. So by now, you should have your profile picture, your cover photo with a specific call to action, your button set up to reflect that call to action, and all of your tabs should be lined up based on what you want people to do first. Do you want more reviews? Do you want them to read your reviews? Do you want them to read your posts first? Do you want them to go to your events first? So make sure you set those up according to, the hierarchy of how you want them to engage with your business. All right. Okay, so your homework for this lesson, you will have watched 1, 2, 3 videos by the time you finish this video, and now I want you to start working on the stuff that we've covered. So for your homework, before moving on to the next lesson, I strongly encourage you to finish your brand board and finish designing the layout of your page. So get your cover photo up with the call to action, get your tabs all filled out correctly, get your profile photo up there, and then submit your page and your brand board to the group for review. I really encourage you guys to use that feedback. You can get other students to give you feedback. I will provide you feedback on what I think. And it's also a great place to ask questions if you run into any thing that you need a little bit of extra support on. So finish your brand board, finish designing the layout of your page, and submit your page to the group.